ಆಯ್ತು చూడండి మరి బాకీ కాళ్ళు తగులుతుంది. Done? Right. So very good morning all of you. Think online also getting joined. Okay. Right, one by one. So before getting into any other doubts, clarifications of previous sessions, okay, finally the revision that matters, right? Now that exam, as you just now briefed, the month of February, whatever happenings a month before, that means almost we can say that till January 15th, advisable to be thorough with that. And one general trend that we're observing, especially this current affairs, GK part, wherever thing is concerned, last 6 months, even preferably last 4 months, news is appearing more compared to. Generally, we said no. Last 1 year we had to take care, but if you focus on last 4 months, that means says that for example after August, okay, onwards, but from June, July, good enough. Okay, so that whatever happening, it will be there. Anyhow, now that is the year and everything, all revision and what are the important thing happened last year, you already reviewed. But at the same time, focus more on those issues, and whatever now happening, go back and get the what we called the backups. Okay, so that your preparation will continue in a way. So last few days, especially when the starting of this year started with a very good note, right? In the very January 1st itself, we were able to launch, okay, our satellite. What is the name of that? Satellite which we launched on January 1st. ISRO. Okay? Because always look up when the things is high, okay? Raise your head all the time. What it means. Okay? In a way, it's a symbolic. Isn't it? So, what is important thing is revision. It's not 1 2 times, sometimes 100 and plus times. Then only you can remember the things without by hearting. Your eyes should scan it. Of course, there are occasions sometimes when I ask you, and you may not able to say, but the moment look at the choice, you should be able to recollect. Okay. So at one point, something we wanted to march towards development. Of course, the India's vision, no doubt, to play a very crucial role, even in global affairs. That is possible only when we are economically, technically strong. So the focus more on India first, isn't it? Indigenous. So when it's indigenous, when you are doing more thing here, our exports are more rather than the imports, then automatically so-called unemployment will slowly evaporate. Of course, that is there all the time in different one format or another, but the impact is minimum. As recently, right, the Niti Aayog come up with a ranking, right, in the multi-dimensional poverty, and clearly stated, yes, so many lakhs of people, okay, are now above the poverty in each state. So it touched the course. So different parameters perhaps support. What is important thing is you need to have the power, the economic power, and that is possible, or you can spend money only when you have money, otherwise we call. How to get that is a big question mark. You can't mint it, right? You have to generate. So that is there for individual as well as to the nation, isn't it? So regularly we have to march towards it is concerned. And in the direction, one of the thing, for example, the tourism, which you are seeing, the what is the comfortable way that engulfed into a different way, a diplomatic role between India and Maldives itself. Unexpected, isn't it? So the relations already, India Maldives relations after the change of government in Maldives are at its low. It's not so friendly government as it before. More of a China bent. Okay. From the beginning itself, Maldives is talking about India out. Okay. That is Indian presence, especially military presence, should not be there in Maldives. Then when first the question arises, this Indian military person, why we send our military first of all, and how many military personnel are there? When I look the statistics, to my surprise, is not even touch the 3 digit. Okay, maximum. I mean, now it is around 75 plus. Previously, it is from 86 like this. So, what is this? For that, is it required to have an issue? First of all, why we send our personals there, even for their nation? All these issues also be with us. But that is a big issue in that election campaign also, isn't it? Not even lakhs, thousands of military personals. Okay, less than 100. But for them, it's an issue. And for me, even today, biggest dilemma is what these people either strategically or otherwise will help India, isn't it? So why India is insisting their presence? These are also a question marks in a way. Then when India out campaign, now it so happened boycott Maldives from Indian side. It's not of from the government initiative, it's more of the touristic perspective, right? All the celebrities feeling that the India was looked down and they started not visiting Maldives, cancel their trips, cancel their flight tickets, even at the cost, right? Sometimes you will not get back also. Okay. Even the other day, I feel that Nagarjuna also, right? Also cancelled trip and now going to Lakshadweep. So if you look at this, right, the blue scenario, you'll find only in this. If you go to the Bay of Bengal or Vizag part, right, you will not see this color, right? It's as usual water like, but only in Arabian Sea you will find that. Indian Ocean down you will find that. Not of Bay of Bengal. Okay. When Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, everything, right? They will where is it, they will join. What the meeting point of the three oceans? Hmm? Of course, generally we call no Kanyakumari, right? All the three, and the last point of India, right? What do you call Vivekananda Memorial Rock is there. Then ending point is Indira Point. Okay, that is an ocean we called it. There you will find. After that, this again blue ocean part. So we have everything that is under our. This is very much is ours. Is our territorial waters or exclusive economic zone. There, when come to the Indian Ocean, territorial waters is beyond that sort of color. It's more of, we can say, exclusive economic zone area it will come. Okay. I think you remembered, right? What are the extents of territorial waters? 12 nautical miles. Is it 200 nautical miles? So immediately, right, whenever you use the words and they try to recollect. That's a simple way of getting things done. So now that it is point, now the focus on India. So sometimes, no, something sometimes happen for the good. I think this also we let us consider it happened for the good. Okay, instead of we criticizing those three Maldivian ministers, Mariam Shona, Malsha Sharif, and Mahajum Masjid, right? Made a comment. We don't know why, right? When the Modi posted his pictures, he never stated anything, right, against the Maldives. So we don't know why Maldivians acted in that pattern, isn't it? That itself is the big. But that negative campaign, right? That negative campaign finally turned in its India's favor. So now quickly recollect what are the objective points that we can make it here. Why Modi went there to Lakshadweep? Is it for touristic purpose or some other purpose? Not for, right? Not for at all. He wanted to open what it is, optical fiber connection. Okay. So in this controversy, we should not forget about, right, the basic, all the point why he been to, right? So optical fiber connection. To inaugurate this event there. From where to where? Of course, up to Lakshadweep, we can say. Start from where? When the optical fiber, it is under the ocean, right? From where to where? Nearby to Lakshadweep, which state? Kerala. So you even from this one, the Kerala Vinces Kochi to Lakshadweep is a planned optical fiber connection. So is a submarine. Okay, optical fiber, when it says fiber connection, is a submarine under the ocean. You are laying it. So for that event, and he get relaxed and post it, and all this issue followed. And that point you should not forget about it. Okay, need not be so much of crazy about who are the celebrities, everything. Of course, awareness is important. They created a good, right, trend, a positive trend. Now we are rethinking, okay, rewriting our mind scripts. Otherwise, we call why go there and give our money to outsiders? Let's be here and enjoy. Of course, we have our own constraints, no doubt, isn't it? Mainly, infra is very important. Going there is not so much of easy. Around 10, 12 years back, when we thought of planning, so finally I canceled my trip, but my friend been to there. Very difficult in going. Up to Kochi, we had to go, either the getting into that or taking the even flight mode very limited, helicopters like this are there, but very limited. It may or may not be convenient completely to our convenient. But for this last 10, 12 years, a lot of change. Okay, recently, a year back, a friend of mine been to, then he told me it's entirely different when he visited around 8 years back. Okay, even I made an report 10 years back. He visited 8 years back and he said there's a lot of difference. So infra is very essential. Now Tata Group come up, they wanted to go ahead like this. You have to promote the tourism, not only there, everywhere possible, so that there is no need to go to foreign destinations. Of course, now when then you can, there is nothing, we can stop it in a way, but this also get be promoted. That's a very crucial. So in this connection, from the mains point of view, you have to keep in mind India Maldives overall relations, isn't it? And you need to be aware where exactly the Maldives also. So for your quick recollection, let me check. Okay, this is also important all the time. When you look at the maps, then only you will understand everything, right? So uh, let me check in a way. So the ones in India, you can look at, these are all the islands, the Maldives, right? Okay. So all different lines. Why am, because these are all the lines, right? When the maritime boundary is concerned, also shows it these are all different islands of the Maldives. So previously I talked about this. No, when you say these boundaries, why these boundaries? Hmm? Once in India, right? These lines, nothing but EZ, okay, mainly, okay, from that and this, or what we call, is it a territorial sea, internal waters, exclusive economic zone, high seas, even all these words also you will find it. The moment you look at, yes, what it is, what is the cruciality of this? Not only Maldives is important for touristic purpose for India, right? It's not, Maldives will get benefit out of it. Why we focus Indian Ocean? Okay, this only is an Indian name in a way. And to reach anywhere to anywhere, you required to go via Maldives. You can't ignore the reason why China, the moment it initiated BRA, Belt and Road Initiative, what is the name of the Chinese project that connects different ports? It's under BRA. BRA has the two components, right? So what is that? Hmm? This is how, right? The Chinese project is connecting. What is the name of the project? What we called it? Expose at Aparna mentioned Ramya Bandar. Right, not good, good. You remembered what is BRI? Chinese connectivity project. One is land, connecting sea. Okay. Connecting sea project, sea through the ports. What it is called? So belt and road. Belt is connecting the road actually, right? Land connectivity. Road is sea connectivity. So number of times explained you that. So Silk Road, okay, extension of his maritime Silk Road. Even if you further extend 21st century maritime Silk Road, in full play they called it. So why China is after Maldives? Why it want a government in its favor? Isn't it? Even recently, no, the previously all the Maldives president is their first destination after assuming power is India. Now this time they've been to other countries, even to China. Is yet to visit India. So the priority changed. Okay, China is backing now. Don't bother. Okay, we'll be with you. Okay, so perhaps why now their election campaign, that is India out. So in tune with this, they ask the Indian personals to be away. But we want our presence for geopolitical reasons. As China want to play a superpower role, even now exclusive role, even dominate America now. So definitely it wants the countries which is with this. Okay, a small gang is required for everything. Same case with India. Who are the supporters for it? So when you render helping hand to others, then others will automatically be with you, isn't it? So why Bangladesh is always with us? One of the reason is because of India adventure, we can say. Bangladesh get liberated, isn't it? So most of this Bangladeshis, and especially Bangladesh National Party of Hasina, very much within India. So like this, once you render the helping hand, automatically it will be there. So a geopolitical scenario. The reason why you can't ignore the Maldives for different things. So at the same time, we can't be after that, isn't it? So because of this issue of China, we are more focusing on Maldives. Otherwise, it will be relation as usual, isn't it? So, right. So those things you have to keep in mind while relation. Then, in what way the India helped the Maldives, and in turn, what are the Maldives and what are the imports, exports visa with India, Maldives are concerned. People's to people's relations, how it be. These are all the things we have to keep in mind with India, Maldives. And main conflicting aspect is India, China relations, as well as Chinese factor in Maldives. So those you have to look into overall. So let's hope that this Lakshadweep shortly going to be a new Maldives in a way. Okay, so is the good happening for the good. Then of course, once visiting that become controversy. Another thing recently he visited Andhra Pradesh too, right? And visited the Lepakshi temple. Did he came to visit Lepakshi temple? What for the Modi came to Andhra Pradesh recently? Main purpose, official purpose. Huh? What, my dears? To inaugurate what? Huh? So that means you are not at all even looking the newspaper, I believe, or news in TV channels. Hmm? Not at all. Hmm? What is this? Hmm? All the news channels, everything contain this Nasin, Nasin, Nasin. Hmm? Hmm? Still, you didn't get the idea. Hmm? What is Nasin stands for? National. When you say this, right? Hmm. National Academy. Hmm. National Academy of Customs and Indirect Taxes and Narcotics. Aparna mentioned. Good. Very important, no doubt, right? This is the customs, that is income tax or indirect tax. Hmm? Indirect taxes, not direct, right? And narcotics. Hmm? right? You have to be aware very much, very important. Okay, this is the third regional center in India, though we have a number of other centers are there. Okay, where are the other two centers? Other two regional campuses, Raipur and Ranchi. Remember, NASIN they called, many same campuses are there, even in Hyderabad, right? With their administrative office in Marri Channareddy, in Vizag, it is there. Okay, but the regional centers are only two so far. This is the third regional center where the training will happen for all IRS mainly. Okay, so once an IAS, IPS, different training center. When IAS, yes, Mussoorie are going. For IPS, Hyderabad, right? What the training center name? Hyderabad? IPS training center? Hmm? Police Academy, right? It was named after whom? Hmm? Then now Andhra got it for IRS. They're the three very important posts, right? IAS, IPS, next, even the preferred is IRS. Now training center is in things. So is a regional campus. After Raipur and Ranchi, this is the third one, yeah, going for. And of course, main headquarters of this nation is Faridabad. Okay, though it originated from 1955 onwards, but final present campus is in Faridabad, Delhi. Okay, and now that the Modi inaugurated the campus here, almost all a sprawling extent of it says as 503 acres by spending 541 crores. So 503 acres is not a joke, right? A big campus indeed, and even other two regional centers is not having this much of extent. And remember, this is entirely a central project, okay, and committed by center when the bifurcation happened, right? 2014 bifurcation. Number of promises the central government did. One among these promises, establishment of. So in tune with that, it was done and finally it inaugurated now. So is a promise extended to the state of Andhra Pradesh, right? After the state bifurcation. And where it is? Of course, Andhra Pradesh, okay. Which district, which mandal, which village? Tell me the village name. Mandal, district. Okay. If at all AP exam, they will ask you that only, right? National level, they may or may not be asked. So it's a Pala Samudram. Is a village, is the Pala Samudram. And what is the mandal? Yeah, Bhavani mentioned Pala Samudram. Gorantla is a mandal. Then what the district? New name, don't say Anantapur. Huh? Sacha Sai. Right? So the present name. So even those things you need to be aware. Okay. And remember, it's an Apex Institute vis-a-vis with Government of India related to indirect taxes, customs and drugs, even environmental protection. And it was recognized by UN as well. And activities of United Nations Environment Program, environmental protection related. will be done under this auspicious. Then even World Customs Organization Regional Training Center for Asia Pacific is also in this only. Okay, that's what WCO, World Customs Organization's Regional Training Center for this Asia Pacific region. That's also now operating from this regional center. So, like this, few specialities you have to keep in mind. So, because of such an important issue, the Modi came. So, finished his job. That's the thing. Then he visited this Lepakshi temple. These are more in news rather than that, isn't it? Now, quick. I don't want to go to the history or relating it. So let me recollect how much you remembered. So you know pretty well this Lepakshi temple. What is the other name of Lepakshi temple? Lord Shiva is there, right? What is the other name? Who built it? Which dynasty? There are the few questions, quick recollection. Whenever they happen, that's what number of times I'm reminding you. Habit patterns. Okay, you once you get habituated, okay, to pose the question, you will get an answer. When something comes, because we are writing competitive, right? And we should be able to say to somebody also, yes, this is. So a few years back when I've been to the Lepakshi, I've been to another friend of mine who is in specialized, right, the faculty of history. So wonderful thing, right? And it showed us innumerable insights into it. Okay. So that authority is always important, right? Yeah, Aparna mentioned Vijayanagara dynasty. Good. Veeranna and Rupanna, those names you have to keep in mind. Virupanna and Veeranna, they are the two brothers of the 16th century. Okay, they made the things done. And it was situated on a low rocky hill, very okay, and it was named as long back. This question posed when the APPSC, as they are united, the name is concerned. Kurma Saila, that's the name of that rock. Okay, rock hill, Kurma Saila. Something like its shape, if you personally look like, right, tortoise. It looks like a tortoise. It resembles, otherwise we call. So it's the 16th century constructed, and very noted is a Nandi, Lepakshi Nandi, when you all the thing, right, that stands in a way it is concerned. So almost all this is 16th century, 1583. Okay, it was initiated. So there are the few things you have to keep in mind. What is the meaning of this Lepakshi? What is significance, for example, in Ramayana? Modi, right, immediately recollected he has a connection with Ramayana. Now that entire India is Ramamayam. Okay, even I observed a few people when they were meeting, right, greeting with Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram. So in one circle that's going on. So virtually we are in a trance. Even the morning news or the other day I said even the banks declared after day holiday on this the issue. So once you are in the trance, can you link uh, Lepakshi to Ramayana? That's what Modi recollected his historical place too. So no doubt it's important vis-a-vis with the part is concerned. So is a rise on bird. Lepakshi means, the literal meaning of Lepakshi is rise on bird. What is the name of that bird? Jatayu. Okay. When Sita was taken away by Ramana, right? This Jatayu fight very much with Ravana. sacrifice. That's all the history. So try to recollect those things. Okay. Who knows which question will be posed in all the examinations, right? Anything is possible in this what we call the world of things. Yeah. What is the other name of Lepakshi temple? The first question I posed. Yeah, very good. Veerabhadra temple, Sri Veerabhadra temple. Right. So, is a religious issue very much engulfed in this matters. Okay. So, when the religion issues comes, I just recollected the Hindus are in majority, Muslims are in minority, and the Constitution talked about who is the minority very clearly. To for the protection, we have the cultural educational rights. Special protection is there. Now, one issue is before the Supreme Court, especially thinking about AMU, Aligarh Muslim University. The name itself is Muslim. Muslim is a minority. Now, the Supreme Court looking into whether it is a minority institution or not. So peculiar, right? In India, minority is based on what? Who are the minorities? Hmm? If you look at cultural and educational rights, part of fundamental rights, right? From which article to which article? How many fundamental rights, right? Clear idea or forgotten? Eh? Those six, right? So, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, then cultural educational rights. And of course, last one is constitutional remedies. So, Article 29 and 30 talked about this cultural educational rights. And these are rights meant for, we may use the word exclusive also, exclusively for minorities. That is, minorities can and preserve, protect and protect and preserve their distinct culture and heritage. That's what Article 29 is talking about. Good. Then who are these minorities? They clearly mention two types of minorities: religious, linguistic. So minorities doesn't mean only religious, constitutionally speaking. Religious, linguistic. Telugu people, being the linguistic, we are majority in Telangana and Andhra now. Whereas we are minority in our neighboring Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. In all other states, we are minorities. Right? And same thing. Right? Malayalis are majority in Kerala, but they are minority here. Gujaratis are majority there, we are minority here. So they can start their education institutions to promote here. So we have Gujarati schools are there, Marathi schools are here, Kannada schools are here, running on minority. And we Andhra's number of our medical colleges on the borders of Karnataka, most are there running on minority. That means language is based on, because the states were demarcated on the basis of language, in a way it is a state centric. Linguistic is the state centric. Okay. Whereas religion, not like this. Can you call that this state is only this? Nothing like that. Everywhere you'll find. So the constitution has not taken state as this, it is a nation. Nation as a whole has taken. So as Hindus are majority, Other than Hindus, all other become minorities. So Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, right? All the thing when you called it is concerned. Okay, Parsis, Sikh, all these people also. So all religions other than Hindus, they are minority in India. Otherwise we call. They can start their own once it is concerned. So the constitution is so specific on this. Why the controversy? Whether it is a minority or not. That to Aligarh Muslim University. Who started Aligarh Muslim University? Very important. And I am sure that once you are reading the freedom movement, Renaissance especially, right? We remembered the father of Indian Renaissance. Who? Raja Ram Mohan Rai, right? Raja Ram Mohan Rai we call father of Indian Renaissance. Rebirth. He fight against inhuman superstitions of Hinduism, isn't it? So Raja Ram Mohan Rai fight against the inhuman tendencies in Hinduism. With that, other social reformers came, right? Each one in their own fields, isn't it? Swami Dayananda is having his own way. Ramakrishna is having his Ramakrishna mission, right? He's having this Vidyasagar or Kandukuri Veereslingam, Gurujada Apparao. All these, right? Social reformers in one form or another. And Jyotiba Phule, Savitriba Phule. They are the pioneers in education, right? And Savitribai Phule, mainly we remember for what? Women education. They made it. So all this relating to the Hinduism, you will find more. And same thing in Islam also, the Muslims also, the problems are there. And they identified like Savitribai Phule, the thought is education is important, right? That only paved the way in future for the social transformation as well as development. When you transform, then only development is possible. If you don't transform, development is not possible, isn't it? So at that time, there's reforms in Muslim world. Initiated by whom? Hmm? If you made it up, then you can say very clearly on this. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. Anglo-Oriental schools and colleges initially started. What are those? Anglo-Oriental schools followed by colleges. Then started the university. Aligarh Muslim University. Mainly focus on the Muslim world should get education. Okay, already social reforms, when you take it, more of Hinduism, the fight against. So similar case with this thing is also there. There are the few Muslim social reformers fight against the Parda system also, isn't it? And even education is important. And recently, in Afghanistan, Pakistan, you'll find this, still the women are confined to the home and not allowed even higher education. Maybe the primary education, they had to confirm it. And who the girl fight for her education, fight against the Taliban regime, get affected, now finally got the Nobel Prize. What's the name? Malala, right? So you have to recollect those things when these things are happening. That's the only solution. Okay? Don't Just go by order. That's what LKG, UKG approach we call. Don't go by that one. Okay, every day, everything. And your 90% of preparation now that exam is there, is of revision. Whatever you learn already. Okay, revision, revision, revision. Not 1, 2 times. Let it be so 100 plus times. Okay, recollect those things. So it is he established way back 1875, Sir Saud Ahmad Khan, and in 1920 he got the university status. So 1967, when some changes was made in the AMU Act, from that onwards, the question of this minority status is coming, and the issue is going on. Okay, then here in 2019 itself, it referred to the 7-judge bench. Then you can understand how much seriousness it is there, isn't it? And before, now they started hearing it up, right? Before, in 1967, okay, AMU, they considered, yes, it's a central university, not a minority institution. So when the central university, admission to everyone, including the minorities, no doubt. But there is no any specific quota for minorities. They're the part of it, isn't it? Like Banaras Hindu University, okay, initiated for purpose is that. So when the religious minorities wanted to protect their cultural distinct, how do you consider it on par with other universities? Definitely we want some special status. So at least 50% of the seats and everything should be reserved for Muslims. That is their stance. And they're working on that. And once it considers centrality and government funds are more, and for your information, I'm telling you, every year, nearly or minimum, I can say, 50 to 100 students cracking civil services are from Aligarh Muslim University. Do you know that? Majority of the students are from that. They need not be all are minorities. Okay? Every year, they will take 100 students, the serious students, give them free coaching till their age permits to write examinations. Every year, 100, and batches going on this. And as per my knowledge goes, that's the only university where it is focusing on this coaching of civil services. Not now, even from the days, my memory, last 30 years, I'm hearing this. Okay? And sometimes you will find the toppers also from that university. Okay? The focus is there. And if you look at the state jobs in and around there, wherever, their strength is more. Even there are issues why is focus. Okay? That's what the nature is, and supported by the central funding, because it is a central university. If it is not central, this much of funding may not be there. Again, every central university will have the fund, and they can be permitted up to 120 students of that year, and they'll get the free coaching. Difference of AMU is that they're putting every pie on the students only. It may not be the case with other universities. Okay, that sincerity, dedication is happening from the day one, and it's continuing. Okay, so again, in 2006, Allahabad High Court has struck down. So the issue is going on and on. So now, again, the Supreme Court is looking into, let us see. So a quick recollection of Article 31. So when you say Article 29 is a general, right? Minorities. So linguistic, religious minorities, protect and preserve. And special under 13.1 deals with the right of linguistic and religious minority to establish and administer these educational institutions of their choice. And when come to the National Commission of Minorities Education Institutions, was also established under this one. Then overall, the Constitution has notified, the central government has notified 6 religious minorities: Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Parsi, and Jain. This is also exam point of view important. But when you look at the Article 25, okay, you have to slightly differentiate. When Article 25 is talking about what? Religious freedom, right? 25 to 28 overall. In that, also mention the word Hinduism. Hindus include Buddhists, Jains, Sikhs, because these three came out from Hinduism. They are against the some superstitions, these inhuman tendencies, and especially Varna system. They came out and having their own way. So Hindus includes Buddhist, Jain, Sikh. That's mentioned in freedom of religion. But when it comes to the overall religious part is concerned, other than Hinduism, all other religions are minorities. But specifically, central government recognized only 6. These are the religious. So they will get the thing: Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Parsi, and Jains. So this point you have to keep in mind. And so that this National Commission for Minorities will take care of it. And under the Article 30, they can establish educational institution 31. So when same thing, the acquisition of any property of education institution established and administered by minority, due compensation has to be provided. Even that was also mentioned. Then they are not required to implement the reservation policy. All other institutes are required, right? When central university means they have to, but when the minority status is there, no need. Okay. So, and Right to Education Act not applicable in this also. So there are a few things which you need to be aware and try to recollect, so that prelims point of important. At the same time, appropriately you have to write in mains. Okay, you have to quote wherever required. Yeah, Aligarh Muslim Universe Movement, Aligarh Movement. Okay, Asama Jabin mentioned this, right? Aligarh Movement is nothing but Sir Syed Ahmad Khan's, right? Malala is right. Any doubt? Now that we are talking about religion, the recent thing is also on the language. Parsi become India's new classical language. Okay, so just now we discussed, right? The Indian states reorganization was done based on the language. Which commission recommended state reorganization on the basis of language? SRC, right? State Reorganization Commission headed by, yeah, Ramya mentioned in a way, Fazil Ali, right? But fact you have to keep in mind also that you are specially one schedule talking about official languages. Which schedule? Hmm? So when you use the word national language, we don't have anything, right? Though Hindi to be made. So right now we don't have, this is the question mark. But all are official languages. Yeah, good. Eighth schedule talking about. How many are there? Sure? 22. Okay. Initially 14, then increase one by one. And Nepali, though a foreign language, it is also there. But here the word is classical. Okay. Recently, the second week of John, itself, Mamata Banerjee demanded that Bengali should be given status of classical language. Okay. Is the coincidence or something we don't know? Immediately after her demand, the central government announced that the Parsi is okay, not of Bengali as a classical language. So advisable to look into. Is it Telugu a classical language? How many classical languages? So right now, Tamil, Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, and Odia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 languages are the classical languages. And when Telugu became classical language, is it there from the beginning or later added? When? Only in 2008. Okay, 2008. So Telugu became a classical language. And first language that was declared as a classical language is Tamil in 2004. That means this concept of classical language came up only after 2004. Tamil is the first one. After that, one by one, they started. So in 2005, Sanskrit was made. Okay. When the 2005 Sanskrit was made, then followed by Kannada in 2008. So Kannada and Telugu both are the same year, 2008. Malayalam in 2013 and Odia in 2014. So previously they were not there. So it's a new trend of 2001. And now Parsi became the 7th language. So that these languages are existing from generation to generation. So they wanted to promote more this process. So Talapatta Granthas are also there. So protect and preserve those things. And to promote it, additional steps need to be taken. So all this, once you declare this, certain benefits will be done. Okay. So keep that in mind, try to recollect those things. Okay. Done. Next one. Another thing, the Supreme Court referred the 7-judge bench. They started hearing the validity of subclassification of reservations. Okay. So, right to equality, 14 to 18 is there. And Article 14 clearly talking about all persons are equal before the eyes of law. 15, 16 also similar way, but exemption is there. And which article providing reservations? 15.4 and 16.4. Okay, providing reservations for socially educationally backward classes, that is SC, ST, OBC, followed by 15.6, 16.6. This is providing for whom? EBC, economically backward. This is based on the caste, this is based on income, right? The criteria quickly you have to recollect. Now, among the SC, among the ST, among the OBC, there are number of subcastes are there. And BC in Andhra, Telangana, is an ABCD grouping, all the classification is there. And there's a lot of demand vis-a-vis with SC subclassification is concerned. Okay, more than the ST. Because there are the few people get benefited and benefited and benefited, and others are still the back. So let this get that fellow brethren also to the mainstream. And OBC, because of the Supreme Court intervention, right, the creamy layer concept came. So that already the well-off need not be availed of these benefits. But it's not the case with SC and ST, isn't it? So the issue is going on this subclassification. So based on the caste and based on the latter, the beneficiary need to be deprived. So now that issue is dealing by the Supreme Court. Already the OBC subclassification, they want to make it done by Rohini Commission, recently submitted a report. And the demand also that recently the central government agreed, right? The Modi committed in Telangana only, right? Next time when they come to power, they'll go ahead with subclassification of SCs. So when that is the process, now the court is looking into this issue. So quick recollection of those. So overall articles you have to keep in mind 14, 15, 16. This is one aspect. 338, 349, 342 and 342A. So Google it if you don't have information and check it. What are those things, right? Okay, mention those articles. So that very important from the exam point of views. Then, of course, recently the Bilki Banu case related, the Supreme Court sets aside the remission of 11 convicts given by whom? By Gujarat government. So here, first thing you should know, what is this remission? Okay, why Gujarat government did, now why it was set, that set aside. All these things will be government. Okay, so Gujarat is not appropriate government to decide the remission. That's what the court feels, because everything, the trial was conducted in Maharashtra. Maharashtra court has given the jurisdiction issues. Then how is that the Gujarati government give the remission? So that is become invalid. So it is nothing but the meaning when you say this, reduction in a period of sentence. Okay, you are reducing the sentence period. If it is a life imprisonment, now life imprisonment means 20 years. Previously 14, now it is 20 years. You are reducing it. Maybe to the 18, maybe to the 14. Okay. Or 10 years imprisonment, you reduce to 7. 7 years, you are reducing to 5, like this. You are reducing the period of the sentence so that releasing them early. Okay. And that is without affecting the nature of the sentence. So we have this remission policy. Article immediately you have to recollect who can do so. So the two articles which you have to keep in mind. 72, 161 is the central government, is the state government. Central here, the president will do so. State side, governor will do so. If you remember one article, remember another become easy. Number of times I explained the class. What is that magic article? Magic number. If you remember 72, recollecting state article become easy. What is that magic? Yeah, it's mentioned, right? Bhavani and Asma. 89. Always just add 89. Once you remember the central ring, then automatically 161 you will get it. Okay. So, under this, the power of pardon, pardoning the death sentence, for example, you completely sentence gone, right? So, when the Nanavati issue arises, when the president pardoned, though he killed his wife, over, no more sentence at all. Reprieve, respite, of course, this remission, commute, they are the words which you have to keep in mind and need to understand what are the difference of each. Okay, so go through it and understand. And number of times, whenever the polity class is there, in that it will be discussed, and whenever that is, even I discuss the issue. So advisable to go through once again. What are those things? Read 3-4 times. Okay, write it in a single line. Look it again and again, so that then only you can. How many times you listen, how many times you read, it's of immediate. You write yourself in a simplified table form. Okay, then read and read it, even with your eyes. Then you will get more clarity. Otherwise, this vocabulary will not get command. You will be get more confused. Okay, so go through those issues. And anyhow, in the legally speaking, the CRPC 97 had power for the government to do all the way. So no doubt they can do so. And previous cases of Lakshman Naskar versus Union of India, as well as State Haryana, Supreme Court also has given some instruction. This from the mains point of view, this is crucial rather than from the prelims. Then, of course, recently regarding Chandrababu Naidu issue, then this section 17A of PC Act. PC means Prevention of Corruption. Now, Supreme Court Division Bench has given its verdict. Is it a Supreme Court judgment? One judge said one thing, another judge another. So, what is the Supreme Court judgment? It's not considered as a judgment. Okay? They delivered the verdict, but not the judgment. Now it was referred to constitutional bench, maybe 5 or 7. So we have to wait and see that. That means there is no judgment on that. In a way, it is still pending. When the division bench means 2 members. When one said another, another said another, they end the matter. And most of the political issues are like that only. Even recently, the hijab issue, when he considered, is also division bench. Supreme Court, one judge said, whatever High Court of Karnataka said is right. Okay. Other side said no. There end the matter. That was referred to the constitutional bench. Still, that is yet to constitute the bench, though division bench delivered its verdict months over back. So we don't know when now CJI will create the constitutional bench for that, when the judgment. I am sure that it will take another 1-2 years. Okay, so everybody can relax now. So it's a great relief for Chandrababu Naidu in a way. So, but anyhow, the court has to look into the issue, because finally what is important thing is the interpretation of the law, whether it's applied or not, because that act says what? Prior permission, right? So, if that be the case, where the letter and spirit are there, what about the spirit of the act? That is in question mark. Then, of course, another issue. This is not by the court here. The Speaker of Assembly of Maharashtra, they said is the Eknath Shinde faction is the real Shiva Sena. Actually, whenever you the Shiva Sena, the Bal Thackeray is associated. Then one the Bal Thackeray is no more there. Uddhav Thackeray, right? Others they are taking care about it. So it's in a way a family will become. But in democracy, no family. Law is the law. Majority is the law. So keeping those issues in mind, when Shiva Sena gets split, whose is the real. The issue came. Then finally, the speaker delivered in favor of Shinde faction rather than Uddhav Thackeray faction. So Uddhav Thackeray didn't get the relief. So here you have to recollect the speaker issues, okay, disqualification members under anti-defection law. So what is this anti-defection law? Where it is? Okay, a quick recollection of the fact. Anti-defection law meant for what? Preventing the, okay, jump jalanis, right? Once you get elected from one political party ticket, any representative, either MLA or MP, they should be in that political party only. They can't shift their loyalty to another party. Okay? Ayaram, Gayaram phenomena. They don't want. That you be so. But still, if you don't want, provision is there. You can resign to political party. You can resign your MLA MPship, then contest, like Italy has done here. Right? And recently, Andhra Kesineni Nani has done like this. No, you first resign to your MPship, resign to your MLAship, or whatever be, then later to your party, isn't it? But if you just resign to your party without resigning that, you will lose your membership. Okay. But these people, they don't want it to. Going for election is not so easy. So different flaw in the law they are looking into, because every law have some flaws one way or the another, loopholes, and they are taking advantage. In this case, speaker decision is final. When parties split up, party merger. Previously, there's a concept called if 1/3 came out from one party and joined another party, anti-defection law will not apply. But now this entire split issue was done away with. It's not existing in now anti-defection law. If at all, you can merge with another party. Merge demands 2/3 majority. 2/3 members should come out and they can join with another party. But what the Shinde has done is entirely different. Neither split up nor the merge. Right? In a democracy, leaders get elected, isn't it? Not appointed, not nominated, not hereditary. Taking that as a clue, this faction decided that they have chosen their own leader. One faction came out and declared, we are real Shiv Sena, not of that. Okay? Entirely a different route they had taken. So that become now question mark. Can they do so? Isn't it? Hitherto we don't have. So when they approached the court and everyone said, let the first speaker take the call, because speaker decision is final vis-a-vis with anti-defection law is concerned. After that only they can go to the court, right, challenging the speaker decision. Till speaker take the decision, you can do nothing. Even here, when speaker is delaying, anti-defection law never stated how many days or within how many days speaker can take the decision, right? Here in Telangana, right, in the beginning, 4 years he delayed. That's Srinivas Yadav and all the things, right? When from TDP they came into this one. Though the submit resignation was not actually, speaker don't have the time to accept in a way. So number of time High Court reminded, but of no use. But in this case, Supreme Court ordered in a way. Okay? The speaker. You have to take the decision. So when finally Supreme Court come up with a different interpretation, then speaker has taken the call and declared Shinde's faction is in a way. But he has not, the speaker has not taken any disciplinary action against the other group. Now Shinde again gone to the High Court to disqualify those persons. As Speaker has not done it. So we have to wait and see. These things continues till the elections. Okay. So you need to know about this anti-defection law. It is there in the 10th schedule, added in 1985 by which amendment? 52nd constitutional amendment. So disqualification as a member when you voluntarily resigns or vote abstains against the whip. Okay. Of course, it has to be condoned within 15 days. And if any member, independent member, joins in any political party within 6 months, he will be disqualified. And nominated members become disqualified, join in any political party after expiry of 6 months. That means within 6 months he can, but independent member he can't. Okay. So these are all the issues are there. Again, look into, because this is a continuous issue. Every examination, directly or indirectly, both in prelims and mains, this is appearing. And very important. But okay. Then of course, when these issues are going on, fights are there, we have the Unite India. So Bharat Jodo, now it is Nyaya Yatra. Okay, point 2, the route, right? Previously here to here, now starting from here to here, January 14th, with a total distance of 6,713 kilometers he wanted to travel, encompassing 15 states. So started from Impal. Which state it is? Manipur. Okay, as Manipur is burning, in tune with this, okay, criticizing and all the way, and finally the Maharashtra, the Mumbai, he wanted to end. Previously started from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. Okay, this is the route, and this is the route part is concerned. Then of course West Asia is burning in a way. Iran carried a military strike against Pakistan. This is an issue. Our neighbor, okay, not India attacked, Iran attacked. And of course, Iran attacked not only Pakistan but also Iraq as well as Syrian targets. So, in the reason is terrorists. So, India also complaining against Pakistan. Pakistan become the hub of terrorists, is aiding and abetting them. So, now this information clearly shows that it is not only doing activities against India but also against Iran. So Iran has taken the retaliatory actions. Of course, as usually, Pakistan denied. Okay, so we are not so and so, but still it has done it. And another one, this Houthis also be there, and it so happened that America and UK also wage a war against these Houthis in Red Sea. Again, the Red Sea is very much in the news now. Where is the Red Sea? What it is? So, one, the Houthis rebels attacks on shipping vessels, okay, in this Red Sea, that escalated the tension. So, when you see this, no, Red Sea's border stretch, Suez, Egypt in the north, then Bab al Manhab Strait on the southern tip of Yemen. Okay, these things which you need to be aware. Okay, how we connect and look into the map. Okay, go through once again, because that is mapping is very important. Then you can understand easily on this one why it is happened and what the geopolitical significance, all this one. So here, quick recollection of these Houthis. They are the mainly, when you say this a militant or the terroristic group or the thing is concerned, and supported by the Iran, no doubt. And they are the Jaidi Shia Muslims. They are the Shia Sunni. They are the main two. Even among the Shia, the Jaidi Shia Muslims, members of this Houthi tribe. So Houthi is a tribe. So it was named after that. And officially it is known as Ansar Allah, is a Shia Islamic political and military organization that emerged from Yemen. From 1919 onwards, it is existing. So that point you have to keep in mind. Then in 2004 to 10, when this Sadha wars, okay, the death of their founder Hussein al-Houthi by Yemen forces in Sadha, that sparked the Houthi insurgency. So Sadha is the name of the place. Okay. So initially it's a general organization. Once its founder was killed, then the militant activity started. And once Arab Spring, that in 2014, they had taken control over the Sanam, that's Yemen's capital. Then that led to civil war. So Yemen versus Houthis, main government versus. The civil war is going on and on. And these are backed by Iran. So here, why now they are attacking? When it comes to concern, Israeli Hamas war, right? When this concern Hamas war started, so Houthis came in support of whom? Israel or Hamas? Hamas. Right. Yeah, here it is. Okay, New Mangalore, India's one, also attacked in the process, apart from UK's and others. Okay, so this an unfortunate incident happened there. Anyhow, back other issues. Sital Devi, the world first armless woman archer, on this Arjun award. Now recently the Arjun award, Dronacharya award, all sports awards announced. But I feel that because always something different, right? When you strive for even examination, those questions will appear. So look into those things, okay? Sheetal Devi, the name in this concern, the first armless woman archer. So it's not so easy task in a way, right? But still done. Then Jaishankar is now representing NAM summit is going on. Okay, so today is the last day at Kampala, that is in Ugandan capital. NOM stands for non-aligned movement. So a civil war origin. Some countries don't want to join with America military black or Russian black. So they want to be independent, but at the same time actively participate in the world affairs. So the non-aligned movement. Nehru of India, Desmond Tutu of Yugoslavia, Nasser of Egypt. These three trio played a very crucial role. So way back 1961, finally the first meeting was happened. Now it is the 19th summit happening in Uganda. And overall 120 countries are there in this right now. And along with this summit, even G7 summit is also happening. Group of developing countries. G7 is group of developed countries. Okay, this is group of developing countries. So simultaneously, the meeting is also going on. Similarly, okay, the third South summit is also happening. South North. South stands for developing. North generally the word developed countries are happening there. And there are, of course, 18 countries and 10 international organizations. They are acting as observers. Okay, and typically remember, China is also one of the observers. Then, of course, Sheikh Hasina, the Prime Minister for the fifth term. Oh, sorry. Okay, the Prime Minister. Which country? Bangladesh. Which political party? BNP. Bangladesh National Party. So come back to power fifth time is okay. Not a joke, right? You can take it for easy. The wonderful. It's Bangladesh National Party. Then, of course, in Karnataka, the Yuvanidhi scheme initiated. Now every unemployed youth is getting 3,000 rupees per month. A promise delivered. Okay. Some relief for the unemployed youth. So we have to see what is about Andhra, what Telangana they are going to do. Okay, Telangana previous government has not kept his promise. Andhra is yet to be. So we have to wait and see. Then, of course, one more thing, Atal Setu, India's longest bridge, get inaugurated recently by Prime Minister. So it's a Mumbai Trans Harbor Link. Okay, it's the longest bridge and sea bridge in India. And from the world point of view, is the 12th longest bridge. And Hong Kong, Jua, Mica Bridge in China is the longest sea, that is 55. Okay, Hong Kong, Zhuhai, Macau Bridge, that is in China, is the longest overall the world is concerned. Okay, then even the travel you have to pay the toll tax. One way 250, two way 650, all this. Monthly pass also you can take. But it is very much it is concerned. Okay, like all the thing is concerned. Okay, 21.8 kilometers, 6 lanes. Connecting Mumbai and Navi Mumbai reduces 2 hour journey within Mumbai. 2 hour journey now it become 15-20 minutes, even sometime more. Okay, when last year when I been to okay going this Navi Mumbai to the main part is concerned, it took me uh, hardly about 20 kilometers plus, but the journey time finally become 2 hours. Okay, so such a horrible there, but now it's getting at the time the work is going on. The driver showed me that the work is going on, anytime it will finish like this. Okay. And building cost found. Okay, so in a 2016 only it was started. So in a rapid speed it was delivered. So wonderful. Kudos to the government in this case. Then another place, Vadnagar in Gujarat. This historical issues is concerned. A recent study showed the evidence of cultural continuity in Vadnagar even after Harappan civilization. So we need to get more and more information. That point you have to keep in mind. And finally, this is finds crude oil in Bay of Bengal being the production, and that's in Andhra Pradesh, Krishna KG basin we call, right. So we are able to get the things done. So let's hope the best and Andhra to get developed with that issue. Then one more book, though, MJ Akbar has written the book Gandhi, A Life in Three Campaigns. So whenever the MJ Akbar, a renowned writer, and previously is the Minister of State for Home, okay, forced to resign because of the Me Too movement. Okay, so his issue is on that. So those are the issues for today. Any doubts, clarifications? Okay. Right. Thank you very much. See you next week. One more thing also you have to keep in mind that Ambedkar statue, okay? Something I missed it here, right? Andhra. What's the name of the statue? Huh? Statue of Liberty, he compared, right? Jagan compared with this. Huh? Statue of Unity is different, right? Statue of Unity is what? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's Unity. Statue of Equality or Ramanujan's Liberty in America, not in India. Now this is, hmm? Huh? Sure? Hmm? Social justice. Because the thing that we have to keep in mind in the way, you can't ignore those things. Hmm? Yeah, statue of social justice. Okay. Is it any named Ambedkar statue here, Telangana? Nothing like this, right? Sachivalayam name is after Ambedkar, but like this, no, it was not specifically named on anything. Okay. Anyhow, check. Sometimes, no, you have to check and cross check the issues. So, have those statistics on this as well and recollect the facts of Ambedkar also on this. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Bye.